Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be doing something exciting. We're doing a sultry makeup look. Yes, those ones with those Instagram body pictures. That one that when you enter inside the room, everybody will just be staring at you. Okay, so yeah, I've gone ahead to do my brows, and if you need a detailed tutorial on how I did my brows, just let me know in the comment section. So let's get to the video.
Whoever said drugstore products don't eat clearly hasn't met mine, because this sultry beat is giving looks, it's giving drama, and yes, it's mostly drugstore. Let me put you on real quick. We're starting with the eyes because that's where the fire begins. First, I take my Usher Eye Base and blend it across my eyelids using a beauty blender. We need a smooth, even canvas because this look is all about intensity. You can't get that with a crusty eyelid, okay? Next, I go in with my Flawless Eye Setting Powder in the shade Butter to set the base. This keeps everything in place and makes sure nothing creases while we build the drama. Now, this is where things get sultry. I'm using the Starshine eyeshadow palette and it's a go-to for me. You know when you want to look seductive but still effortless. I dip into this rich warm brown and start building that into my crease slowly, softly but intentionally. Like, your makeup is all about intentionality. Don't you enjoy doing your makeup? That's one question you should ask yourself. Then I pick a lighter nude and sweep it across my lids to create a contrast and a depth. It's giving mystery in the eyes already. I know feeling it. Then plot twist, I grab a small brush, dip into black and sketch a smoky wing right at the outer corner. This wing isn't sharp, but like it's just, do you understand? Just try and blend that in and leave in a kind of drama. Then I blend it into the brown using the same brush so there's no harsh line, just smoky, sexy shadow. Do you get me? Then with that same eyeshadow, I'm taking it right into the inner corners of my eye. I'm trying to create a wing, but I don't want this wing too sharp. We're just trying to create small drama because we don't want to go and confuse somebody. I mean, I do inner wings, but like that's not the tutorial for today. But if you want that, you can just let me know in the comment section. So once the eyes are all mapped out, I move to skin because nothing ruins a sultry look like a dry skin. I apply my Ceramide moisturizing cream and really press it with my hands too so it melts into my skin. Hydration is key when you want your makeup to look expensive even though it's cheap. Then I spray my face with Flawless IV Hydrating Mist, dry it with a fan just to make sure everything is locked in because I'm a diva. I am. And wait for that tacky moment because you just want all your products to like stick on your face. That's when you know your skin is ready for makeup. For warmth and sculpting, I use the Flawless Ivy Concealer in the shade Ebony Dark as my bronzer. I blend it on my hand first to warm it up. Then I use a brush to apply it to my forehead because like what's remaining on the brush that I used to warm it up, I use it to apply it to my forehead, my cheekbones and my jaw. I even take a little along the nose just to sculpt that in, not too sharp, just enough to give structure. And then we blend, and blend. I like to go in with a small fluffy brush and then pick up more products from my hand and blend everything so it's seamless right on my nose. And I try to blend the bronzer right into my brows so it's just, you know, that seamless. I don't know how many times I've said seamless in this video, but you get the gist. It just gives that natural shadow and depth because like it makes your eyeshadow, so your eyebrows look natural when you blend it to your skin. So time for a little flush. I use my Ebony Cosmetics lip palette and dip into this that stunning baby pink. I don't play when it comes to blush because like I love blush. I layer it on because I like looking a little flushed and dangerous, if you get what I'm saying. It balances like smoky eyes and I like to bring it like under my eyes so it like when I put my concealer it just blends together. I know someone is just watching and it's just like, is this blush not too much? Is this blush? Just take a deep breath and calm down. It is, drum roll please, foundation time. So I use the V Foundation Total Coverage Matte in the shade Milkshake 2. I apply it on the back of my hand first and warm it up. Then I apply it in layers, so I don't cover all the work. I just did with the bronzer and everything. So like I like to underpaint over here. If you know me well, like this is not the first video I say I like to underpaint. Sorry. So I just like to go in with it, try and blend as much as I can. Blending is the secret. But then another thing with blending is that you don't blend and like take it everywhere. Blend where the product is supposed to be. Don't go and cover everything because I said blend. Please take notes. Thank you. Then I go in with my blush and bronzer brushes just to like reapply it after like blending everything out with my foundation shade, like those harsh lines. I just go over it with my foundation brush, then just to bring out the bronzer and the blush I put before to make them pop again. Yeah. So I just going with the same brush. Nothing on the brush, just how the brush is, no extra products. Just then for the bronzer, I also like to go over my jawline with it just down to like sculpt my whole face and just make sure everything looks snatched. The next is concealer. I use the ArtSkin Concealer in Cool or 20. I apply it under my eyes and along my nose, down my nose, the bridge of my nose. Then I let it sit. I grab my fan. Usually you can let it sit, but you can also use your fan to like dry it down when you don't have time. And once it's tacky a bit, then I blend it for that facelift. So I first start with the nose, still allowing the one under my eye to dry. I just pinch my beauty blender so it can be precise. So I just blend that in. You can see that snatched nose. And then then you can go over the concealer with this brush. I don't know the name of this brush, sorry. But I don't know, this brush is really popular. So if you just see any purple brush that looks like this, a concealer brush, just this to, I don't know what I want to explain, but I feel like you understand what I'm saying. That looks like this. I feel like if you go to look for a brush like this, you definitely see it. I bought mine in like a set of two. So yeah, as I was saying, you still go over your blush just to make sure everything is blended well. Here I'm trying to blend the concealer I just put into the blush. So I like to set my face. I start with a compact powder. It's not a mystery brand though, but I don't know, the name got cleared away by me using the powder and I cannot remember the name of the powder. So I lightly press under my eyes with the powder using a brush. Then after this I like try to set my whole face with the brush. Not too much, just setting it lightly as you can see me do it. Then I like to take the same Flawless Ivy loose setting powder, the same shade butter, down the sides of my nose and under my eyes and under my cheekbones. See, I like to still sculpt my nose again using the setting powder. It locks the glam in place while shaping the face like a pro. Yes. If you notice, I'm pressing the powder into my skin. I'm not just like tapping. For the first one I was tapping, but you have to like take it so it melts into your skin and like take it top over the bridge of my nose and like under my nose just to set everything and like reverse contour just to sculpt the face more. Now back to the eyes. Because we've done our base makeup, the eyes are not like popping as they should, so we are deepening that wing using more black from the Starshine palette, and then I smoke out both the outer and the inner corners for that full elongated look. Then I line my waterline for intensity. You want your eyes to pull people when you go sultry. Like it has to look dangerous. The OGs know what this is. This is kajal. I used to put, not me, but like my mom used to put it for me in my eye when I was small. So I was just looking like one very small body. But yeah, I like to go into my waterline with it because like just easy. I just put it in my eye and I just drag it out. So yeah, I go into my waterline for intensity. And yeah, and then like they need to get, they need to get lost in your eyes. I feel like I'm even doing too much at this point. Now for some extra sparkle, I tap a shimmer from the Starship palette. I told you this palette is just magical. So I tap that into the inner corners of my eyes. Like it should show but it should not show. Just a touch. That's why I'm using a small brush. Then I lock in my liquid blush with a matching baby pink from my Morphe palette. And yes, now if the blush ever gets too wild, I know most of you are shouting right now because of the amount of blush. Just calm down. If the blush ever gets too wild, which I don't know, it happens to me often. That's why I'm shouting. But just go in with like the same brush you use for your this thing for your powder, and just like melt that in together like you see me do. I feel like this shouldn't even have a voiceover because I'm literally explaining the steps as I go. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys. Now to finish the face after you've blended everything seamlessly, I go in with my Flawless Ivy Hydrating Mist slash setting spray. Don't be afraid to get wet, guys, because you can always use your fan to dry down your face. Then I'm going with a half lash. I cut it. I don't know, I forgot to show that part, but yeah, I cut the lashes so it doesn't look too, because you want to give sultry, so you just want it at the edge of your eyes. And then I go in my mascara, both the top and the bottom lashes. Then for lips, I'm going in with my Eversheen lip liner in brown, like a must. Then I'm using the same lip palette in the Ebony Matte lip palette for color on top. Not too shouty, just a nude shade, not too much. Try to blend that, and then I'm going over everything with, of course, a gloss. The way this gloss just like sat down on my lips, I was just like, oh my god. By the way, I love lip gloss. If you did not know, yes, it looks so beautiful, guys, and I'm not even done. And just like that, you guys, just like that, the look is done. She's sultry, she's rich, she's smoky, and she didn't even break the bank. This right here, this is the kind of look that turns heads and keeps secrets. Oh my god. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Thanks for watching. Tag me if you ever recreate this look. Bye.